All right. So one of the big things we teach, obviously, in a survival course is how do you get water. So the next couple of pictures you guys are going to be seeing are just me out in the field with groups, and I'm just taking snapshots of where we're finding our water. So one of the big things, obviously, if it's been raining, water doesn't last very long in the Sonoran Desert or even in the Southwest. Our air is really dry. And so it could pound a monsoon storm for hours. And then you just wait like a half an hour and all the water's gone because it just percolates through the sand. And so it's really difficult to find water even after it's been raining here in the Southwest. So what we're looking for is like low depressions and rocks and sandy washes. And this one, especially in the red country, it'll hold water for a little bit with that sandstone, but for not too long. One of the big indicators in the Southwest, we call them flags. So we're looking for cottonwood trees. They require 15 to 30 gallons of water a day. So if you walking along and you're up on a high hill and you see like a wash and there's lots of green vegetation, that's going to definitely signal to you that there's got to be something going on because these plants can't live without water. We can also dig for water, which is not ideal, but one of the things that we do a lot of is we'll dig what are called coyote wells, or some people, you were calling it a gypsy well, I think, when I was talking to you before. So animals will do this also in the desert. I've been in areas in the Mojave Desert where the burros, the wild donkeys, they'll dig for water and you can borrow what they've dug up. So if you look for where there's a straightaway on a wash, and then where it starts to bend or make an L shape, what happens after a flood, the water is going to rush down the straightaway, and it has to slow down when it goes around a curve. And so the water will actually start to enmass in that area, and so we're going to get more saturation in the soil. It's not a given, but I have used this trick quite a bit, and it's worked out really well. We'll look for these turns in the wash, and we'll just start digging because usually there's some kind of reason why the water's having to turn. So it's some kind of bedrock right there. And so we'll dig down into the sand, and you'll definitely know if you go down about a foot and you're not getting wet sand, you just forget that one and go to the next. But usually after about a foot or so, it'll get kind of really like soupy. The sand, it'll get really wet. And then all you have to do is just dig a little depression, and water attracts water. It's has that adhesion quality. And so you'll start seeing your pit start to fill up with water magically. And then what I do is, instead of just trying to drink right out of the pit, you're going to get sand and all that grit and nasty stuff into your teeth, we'll lay a bandana on top of the water, just float a bandana on the water and just suck through the bandana so you don't get any debris into your mouth. It's not purified water, but at that point, you don't care anyway. You got to get something in your body. And speaking of which, like, I've had giardia a couple of times, of course, but the idea is if you're down that far as on your water and you need water, just drink it. We have all kinds of great modern medicines that'll get rid of those pathogens for you. If you can get out, within a couple of days, then you're going to be fine. We'll go ahead and hit the next slide if you will.